What up, everybody? Tomorrow got 777 here, coming to you guys with a deck check. This is with an FNM deck. I'm going to be playing Grixis Control and see how it works. So, let's go. And the only reason I'm playing Grixis Control is, the last time it failed, and this time I want to try and improve it better, and I got a lot more cards to make it better. So, let's go and start out with the deck. First off with the land. 4 island. 3 swamp. And a mountain. It's all for basics. You run 8 basics. For your non-basics, you run 2 Evolving Wilds and 2 Shimmer and Grotto. Dual lands, you got 2 Drown Catacomb, 4 Darkslick Shores, 2 Dragoncull Summit, 2 Blackleaf Cliffs, and 4 Sulphur Falls. That's it for your line. You run a total of 26 line. Good amount. We never really had mana problems. For your board clearers and your removal spells, I run 2 Whip Flare over Slackstorm because it's a double red and you don't have a lot of double red stuff. And the other 2 are 2 Blacks and Zenith. Good cards. I don't run Curse main board. I run 2 Curses sideboard, but seems to work pretty good. Shuffles your deck and it just keeps repeating it. For your removal, you run 2 Doomblade, one go for the throat, and 1 Tribute to Hunger. Tribute to Hunger is there for any hexproof things. Thrun, Geist of Saint Traft, non-black stuff. There for non-artifact stuff basically. Now down to your basic stuff. I guess you can call miscellaneous. I run 1 Druidic Satchel because it's basically a dead draw late game. So Pristine Talisman I only run 2 of. But Pristine Talisman really good, gains you life, adds mana, really good. It can actually stall you out by gaining a bunch of life. And Druidic Satchel is good as well. I've really ramped a lot with this deck. I've gained a lot of life with this deck and haven't put a bunch of 1/1s in play. But Druidic Satchel is pretty good. Get you that land and get you that life. So now for the backbone of the deck, basically your counter spell, 2 Dissipate, and 4 Mana Leak. Mana Leak, you need it in any blue deck. Dissipate now because it exiles stuff. You probably want to kill that stuff. Hard counter, really good card. Now for your draw power, 3 Forbidden Alchemy. Nothing much to say about that. And 3 Think Twice. I run this over Desperate Ravings only just because I mostly be discarding a bomb or discarding a spell I really need. And that's basically good or bad luck for me, but so I just replace it with Think Twice. Even though you get more cards, and you're gonna be wanting your land, and you're gonna be wanting every spell in your deck, so that's why I run Think Twice over Desperate Ravings. Now to your creatures. For your obvious ones, or for your win conditions, your obvious ones are 3 Snapcaster Mage. It just basically add 3 to every card you have in your deck. So Snapcaster Mage, really good card. I finally got my 3 last week. 2 Sorin's Vengeance, such a good card. Won lots of games with this. It actually, if you're in a tight spot and you just basically gain some life and they lose 10 life, good card overall. And go for game with the Snapcaster Mage, really good card. Like, you need it in any Grixis deck, any blue-black deck, any deck that's running black. That's gonna go for long game. Now to your creatures, you run 2 Olivia for basically anything really good in the metagame. Kills a bunch of tokens and gains some Titan stuff, Titan creatures, whatever. Really good card. I only run 2 though, because Sorin's Vengeance is the main win condition. 1 Inferno Titan. One Inferno Titan, just in case, you need that extra damage, you have a Mirran Crusader in play, or they have a Mirran Crusader in play, and, you're going to deal a bunch of damage to them if they're playing tokens, really good against tokens. Now for your one-ofs, in my perspective of the deck, I run 1-0 Spellbomb, because honestly, I think it's really good against any deck. Ren deck wins, take out their Chandra's Phoenix. Obviously against Mirror Match, take out their Snapcaster stuff, Flashback stuff. Blue-White Humans, take care of their creatures, so Morlin Haunt won't be active. Delver, you know, Snapcaster, Snapcaster stuff, really good. And I was gonna play Ponder over it, but then one Ponder seems kind of weird for me, so I just run in one no Spellbomb, really good card. One Mystic Retrieval. This is a, an amazing card. Like, let me tell you, I've won a bunch of games with this. I whip flared 4 times with this. I went whip flare, casted it, whip flare again. The next turn, flashback whip flare, or flashback mystic retrieval, return whip flare, and then snapcaster whip flare. Such a good card, and Soren's Vengeance is a really good card as well. It's basically a spell or a non-creature snapcaster mage. Really good card. Like, you need to play this. I was actually thinking of adding 2 more to it, but that kind of seems overkill, so I just went with 1. I tried 2, and you could actually return these guys to your hand again. You go Mystic Retrieval, your Mystic Retrieval, stuff like that. Seems kind of weird, but it's a really good card. I've been actually thinking about putting 2 Mystic Retrievals because it's so good. You go Mystic Retrieval, you take your Mystic Retrieval back. You go, you just keep repeating it, keep the process repeating. Really good card. Just because it's a mana intensive for a little bit, I just run 1. For your last card on the deck, 1 foil, Blue Sun Zenith. Such a great card. If they have Liliana, you basically Blue Sun Zenith in response, and you draw as many cards and just discard a land. Or just for basic card advantage, if you need that answer right now, you're going to be wanting to leave some mana untapped to need that answer and just Blue Sun Zenith. Really good card overall. Not sure if I finally got my foil. Now down to my sideboard. I'm not too confident about my sideboard yet, but it's a pretty good sideboard for basically any second game. I run 3 Surgical Extraction because Surgical Extraction, really good card. So say for second game, you take out stuff that seems irrelevant to the deck you're playing, and then put in Surgical Extraction. 2, Curse of Deathhold. Against any aggro deck, it basically kills Delver, Blue-Eyed Delver, Snapcaster Mage, Illusion, stuff like that. Real good card. 2, Ratchet Bomb. Because against Delver, any tokens, flip cards, and just charge it up to anything you need. 1 Black Sun. Obviously against any aggro deck, need that Black Sun. Now to get into your spells, you get 2 Flash Freeze. I was originally running 3, but then actually counted this stuff in meta right now, which is Kessig, red deck, stuff like that. That's basically it. That's all you're gonna side it in against. But really good card overall. 2, Ancient Grudge. Only because there's a bunch of artifacts, and yes, I can flash it back. Only Shimmer and Grotto though. Really good card. The only way I can flash it back is Shimmer and Grotto, and you're not gonna be having a bunch of artifacts, or they're not gonna be having a bunch of artifacts in play. Unless they're running Tempered Steel, you're definitely gonna want to side those in and a bunch of removal in. So Ancient Grudge, good card, good sideboard. Definitely want that artifact removal. 1 Wormcoil Engine against any aggro deck basically. Take out that Inferno Titan, stuff like that. I mean, sure, you can have an Inferno Titan and just kill a bunch of their stuff, but it's better to have Wormcoil Engine to gain that life, and if they somehow kill it, you get the 2 blockers. So Wormcoil Engine, good side, good card overall. And for the last card, you run 2 Negate against any control mirror, Delver. I guess you can side 1 in. Um, uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, thanks for watching, guys. That was my Grixis control deck. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see you guys later. Hopefully I do good.